Fritz met een Z hier. Leuk dat je er bent, leuk dat je kijkt. Je gaat kijken naar het interview van mij met Russ Stevens, organisator van de Blackpool Magic Convention. Ik ken Russ Stevens persoonlijk al meer dan 10 jaar. Via RSVP Magic heb ik 2 dvd's uitgebracht, dus het was erg leuk om hem weer even te spreken. En dan gaan we nu kijken en luisteren naar het interview met Russ Stevens. Hello Russ.
Hi guys, how are you? Hi Fritz.
I know you as a video magic producer with RSVP Magic, but a lot of magicians know you from being Izzy's granddad with Britain's Got Talent.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm Izzy Simpson's granddad.
You are now the creative director or producer of the Blackpool Magic Convention. And what has been your role in the past years with the convention?
Well, really, there are 3 of us. So there are 3 of us that kind of all do the same kind of job. So there's Russ Brown, Guy Barrett, and myself. And then we have a team of another 9 or 10 people behind us as well that work with us, the convention team, to make all of the practicalities of all our crazy ideas happen. So yeah, there's a team of probably 12 people.
So the big success of the Blackpool Magic Convention is its variety, and people come down on Thursday and leave on Monday morning. What is it that you guys try to achieve to get the same spirit atmosphere for the virtual show?
There's a number of things. First of all, we decided, do we do anything this year, you know, with us missing the convention? And we pretty much all agreed that it would be a shame to have nothing happening, considering it's like nearly 60 years now or whatever that the convention's gone every single year.
Right.
So we decided, yeah, let's do a virtual convention. But over here in the UK, we're currently in lockdown. So it's really hard. So that kind of limited us to the people that we could get to do it, because, you know, they mainly had to be British, because we wanted to do it as a live event. The plan was we were trying to do what we did with the convention, and that's like mix it up a bit and not do what you would expect, because the obvious thing would be to contact people in the States maybe and do Zoom and record stuff and just not make it about Blackpool. So we decided we wanted to try and shoot it at the Winter Gardens, which is a big deal because, like I say, we're in lockdown. So to get those permissions has been really hard, but we did. So the Winter Gardens managing directors and stuff made it possible for us to be able to go in there. So with a limited number, we're going in with a crew to film the convention. So we're filming in the Opera House, and we're filming in the Pavilion.
Yes.
And we're filming in the Empress Ballroom as well. So we're switching between venues. So we're going from, say, Ben Hart performing on the Opera House stage. But imagine there's no one. There's maybe going to be behind the cameras, maybe 7 people, 8 people. So it's going to be very weird, but the whole thing of it is what it is. So we decided we would embrace the fact that there's going to be an empty venue, because it's kind of sad but cool as well. So I did a video that I shot with Izzy, which just Izzy and I went in, I don't know, 5-6 weeks ago into the Winter Gardens and just filmed a video, which we put together. And that kind of gives the whole vibe of the convention, or what we hope it's going to be. So there's this huge complex that's going to be empty, but hopefully we're going to have some really great magic and some good discussions and conversations.
I want to ask you about your background in videography. Did that help, or did that make you decide to do this virtual convention?
Not really. I don't think so. I don't think so. We kind of, it helps, like, because I'll be sort of operating the cameras, but we've got, again, a really good team. So Russ and I have been learning, like you have, like OBS, Ecamm Live, Zoom. So we've kind of, because we're only going to do it on Facebook, on the Blackpool Magic Conventioneers page. So if anyone's not a member, go to the Blackpool Conventioneers page and join. Right. And it'll just come up as a live stream on probably 1 hour beforehand. It'll have a countdown clock, and then it'll run from 6 p.m. to maybe 10 p.m., something like that. 10 p.m. till 11 p.m., something like that. Right. And then we're not going to record it. It's just a one-off. So if you miss it, you miss it.
I think we have to be there. So
we're not planning, we're not going to leave it up there.
No, no, no.
It'll be deleted like as soon as we finish. The other thought we had was the pandemic's like hit everyone, and I've been really lucky because I kind of work in TV now a lot. So I've worked like nearly all the way through. But I have so many friends, and probably the same with you guys over there, whose work just finished. You know, like overnight, everything just ended over a year ago now. The first thing that we did decide was that it would be free. We didn't want to charge anyone. It's costing us a lot of money. You know, with the Winter Gardens have been amazing. So we've got the venue, like thanks to them, but and no one is getting paid to perform at the event. But obviously we've got all the expenses, we've got the hotels. So it's costing the Blackpool Club thousands of pounds to make this happen. Right. So, but we always were that it's got to be free, and it's got to be like our gift to everyone else out there.
Yeah, it's really nice of all of you, because for a lot of magicians in the Netherlands as well, Blackpool is the one thing that they look forward to. So to not go there this year, I know some people are quite sad about it, and that's why we're doing this whole memories thing. You know, your best memory, your favorite memories. I want to quickly jump back on the criteria on doing the virtual. So it had to be performers that are based in the UK, is that right?
Most of them are. I mean, we're doing, I can exclusively announce, because we haven't announced this yet, but we're doing an interview with Arturo Brachetti. So we're doing an interview with him to discuss, because he was like, for us, the organizers, he was like, it was an amazing convention last year. So, and he was one of our, you know, we loved Arturo's show. Everyone seemed to react incredibly well to Arturo's show. And we think that it would be interesting for people to hear from Arturo and us, like how we made all that happen. Wow. You know, yeah, just the logistics of it, what Arturo felt. Mm-hmm. He didn't want to come. He did not want to come to do the convention.
Really?
So it took a lot of persuading. Yeah, he was worried that the magicians wouldn't react well to his show. He was concerned. So we were like, no, it'd be amazing. And we had to send Guy Barrett out to Milan a year before to see the show, to meet up with Arturo, and then blah, blah, blah. And it was a good 2 years to make that happen. So we're doing that as an interview with Arturo. Obviously, he's going to be in Milan or wherever, and we'll be in Blackpool. There's not much that we're doing that isn't actually in the Winter Gardens. That's one of the few things. And then the other thing that we've done is we've got... We're sort of dedicating it to Diobo. We got a really nice tribute to him as well from one of his closest friends. So that's part of the day as well. When we booked him to work in the atrium 3 years ago, you know, that was another thing. When we did it, we didn't advertise it. We didn't tell anyone. We just wanted it to happen like a proper street show. So it wasn't in the brochure or the program. And if you were lucky enough to see him, you were lucky enough. And if you didn't see him, then you could only hear about it, which I kind of thought was quite cool. I've got some footage of that that someone filmed on their phone, but it's pretty good footage of his whole act in the atrium. So we're going to feature that along with a sort of tribute from his friend Abel as well. Do you want me to tell you some of the names? Because I've got them here.
Please do.
Yeah, so it's going to be hosted by John Archer.
Fantastic.
Who I think everyone
Love John.
knows. So he's really, really, really fantastic. We got Mark Oberon, who's going to be performing and also doing like a mini lecture, which is really cool.
Oh, wow.
R. Paul Wilson.
R. Paul Wilson, for sure. Yeah, Scotland.
He's going to be doing, he's going to be doing some of his card work. Philip Hitchcock, who's an English magician, stage magician, who's got an incredible floating fireball, like a real fireball.
Real
fireball. So he's got a floating fireball, which I don't think anyone's seen actually. Wow. So so that's one of the things we're performing. He's going to be performing that on stage in the Opera House.
Right.
So on an empty Opera House stage.
Wow.
Russ Brown, who's one of the team, is very much into the kids entertaining thing, and he runs the kids competition at the convention every year. So he's got a whole section on kids magic, which is going to be with the past winners of the competition. So that's Graham Shaw, Sam Hurst, Noah Kelly. And we've also got John Kimmons and Gary Dunn.
Oh, wow, John Kimmons. That's great.
Yeah. And then we've got Ben Hart, who was obviously at BGT a couple of years ago, Ali Cook, Brendan Rodriguez, Romany. And we've also got some special guests that we'll announce nearer the time. And the main thing is to celebrate the convention. And also the really important thing here is that it's obviously a live stream. So we want everyone to like join in, like comment.
All right.
You know,
That's also what I wanted to ask. So there's possibility for interaction, right? So we can.
Yeah, the only way this convention, we realized watching other stuff over the last few months, for me, the only way this convention will work is with everyone that's watching it to be involved. So we want everyone to like comment, good or bad, like we're fine, you know, let us know. Let us know. Let John will be hosting it. And so just let us know. And we would love to answer questions and stuff like that. The only way this is going to work for us is if the people that are watching, the conventioneers on our page, contribute. We want everyone to join in. And I think we're also another exclusive. We're going to have some competitions as well to win stuff. It'll be like, you know, the first person to answer this question on the live stream, or we just get John to genuinely randomly choose someone. The plan is, I don't want to give too much away, but the plan is to go to a live stream somewhere else in the world.
Okay.
And the person that wins that particular thing will see it revealed like live.
Do you have a favorite memory yourself at the Blackpool Magic Convention, both not necessarily as an organizer, but maybe as a performer or as an attendee?
There's a few. Obviously, when Izzy, my granddaughter, did the gala show, that was really cool for us. But also, magician-wise, I remember Rick Thomas. One year we booked Rick Thomas when Derek Lever was running the convention, and he did a double levitation at the end. It was just like, I've seen it done before, but it was just like, it was just that moment in time. It was, I think Blackpool is all about capturing these moments in time. The year that Yu Jin did the convention was, for me, it was like watching an Olympic athlete do the 100 meters. You know, like they trained all their life. And for that moment, like that was the moment for me where I watched Yu Jin. That was like perfect.
Yes, I remember that moment because that was a FISM, Blackpool 2012.
Yeah.
And it was just perfect. And,
it was perfect. It was perfect. And then people like Marco Carvo that same year when he did the Bird Act, and he like smashed it. And and then obviously Prince of Illusion, that was the same year he did.
Yeah, 2012. Fantastic.
Yeah, so there's those moments. And then the one that really I think was the most recent was our Churros show,
right?
Which for all the conventioneers that we knew made a big impact on everyone because everyone didn't expect it. And then obviously getting Lance Burton over.
Right, yes.
And, that took 3 years. 3 years to convince Lance to
do it.
To come. Yeah. It's a big, all those props and people that came with him and blah, blah, blah. And it's a big effort.
For me, I have a couple of memories. One of them was Franz Harari.
Ah, yeah, I remember that year.
Oh, I've never seen like a Las Vegas style show.
Yeah.
But he brought everything with him, the lasers and things.
Yeah.
That was highly impressive.
Good. Yeah, he was great. I actually performed that year. So that was like the last performance I really did of the Illusion. So that was like, I think that was like 2010, something like that.
2010, yeah. And of course, everybody remembers that the first one. Mine was in 2006. And I didn't know what to expect, but as soon as you enter the Winter Gardens and you have your badge and you go to the dealer hall, that's when your mind gets blown because you did not expect so much magic suppliers in one area.
I was kind of jealous of people that have never been before, that the first Blackpool they come to, there's like Lance Burton, Uri Geller, Mac King, Arturo Brachetti, Marco Carvo, and people like Michael Amar, who would normally headline a convention, are like, they're not secondary, but it must blow people's minds when they've never been before and they love magic to come in and see it. It's like, just the dealer's hall alone is crazy, isn't it? When we took over 4 or 5 years ago, that was one of the big changes. We wanted to create a different atmosphere and we wanted to create a different vibe with the whole convention. So like the TED style talks, the fringe magic shows in the evening, like that we would put on. So if you were seeing the second gala show performance early in the evening, you could go and see another show in the pavilion or in the arena. You know, it's very much, it's changed a lot. Like, it's changed a lot. And we always say that the big stars of Blackpool are the dealers and the social.
Yeah,
the socializing and the dealers are the big stars of the, no big name. The only big name that I could think that would be above that is David Copperfield.
I really agree on the social aspect. I think that is why people come even the day before the convention, just to hang out with other magicians. And,
yeah. You know what the Ruskin's like? It's crazy busy. So the social is a big part of the convention. Yeah, and that's why the online thing is only going to work if you join in. Like, everyone, we want everyone to try and join in. And obviously, John won't be able to choose everyone that appears up on the screen, but it'll be genuinely, which is to leave it to John. We're not going to tell him what to do. And we want John to just engage with everyone and chat and make them all feel like they're part of the day that we're going to be doing on next Sunday. It's going to be a good day. And the fact that it's free is really cool. I think we're going to have maybe a button somewhere where you can donate if you feel like you want to put something, and the donation will be for Russ Brown's father passed away during the pandemic, and so he's got a cancer charity that he's like quite attached to, and the three of us are very much animal lovers as well, so we have like an animal, like a rescue charity as well.
Oh, that's good.
So we're going to have that. I think we're going to have it on our webpage. So it'd be lovely if people really enjoyed it, even if it's just €1. Just, you know, something, you know, €1 would be amazing. Just, you know, if everyone did that. We know that on our page we have only 5,200 or 300 members. So we're not expecting, we're not aiming for being the most watched magic event in the world. Like, we could make this so much bigger by putting it on YouTube and making it like a public event.
Are you in the back of your mind already planning, or have you been planning for next year?
Yeah, we had 21 like booked. We were nearly, Chris Angel was contracted. We had the shows pretty much booked. So now we're trying to pull it all together for 22. So we're still talking to Chris, and Chris really wants to come. Like, we have so much planned with him, like so much, like we're doing every year. We're trying to give people what they're not going to expect, more so than what they would expect. But obviously with the pandemic, and he's in Vegas and he doesn't know what's happening with his show, and so we have that kind of issues at the moment. But ideally we're still planning full steam ahead for 22 to happen and make it a great convention still. Don't forget, Fritz, to join our Conventioneers page. You have to register. It's 3 simple magic questions. So and then you're in, and then all you have to do is just go on our page at 6 o'clock next Sunday UK time, and you're going to be given like 4 or 5 hours of really cool magic, pretty much live from the Winter Gardens.
Russ, I want to thank you for your time. I wish you all the best with the preparations for next week. Dames en heren, dit was Russ Stevens live vanuit Engeland. Thanks so much.
Bye guys.